everybody, and welcome back to Dungeon Call, Above Board's foray into the world of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Travis Oates, and I'm your DM. We also have with us as players today, Alexa Cappiello.
That's me.
Shea Parker.
Me.
Brian Spillane.
Me.
Sandeep Parikh.
Still here.
Jason Charles Miller. And on this side, Leif Gantvoort.
That's me.
Dan Billet.
It is I.
Ashleigh Morghan.
It's me.
And Becca Scott.
Me.
All right. Those of you still with us, thank you for being with us last week with a very dark episode of Dungeon Call. I'm sure things will get much sunnier this episode. As we left the story, and an ancient shadow dragon, at least that's what we think it is catching up to, what's the name of the vessel?
Cloud Kirana.
Yeah, to his beautifully designed vessel, and hopefully it'll stay that way for the entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
All right, so when we last left our story, you saw that you could start to see the wings, which means that it is definitely catching up. What would you like to do, Captain?
Do we see, I don't know, a rider or anything like that, or anything to?
Nothing along those lines. Well, there would be, if there's a rider
Yeah.
on an ancient shadow dragon.
It'd be a speck on the speck.
I mean, I don't know who would be riding that thing, but like, maybe the dotted murder or something. But I mean, like.
Okay, so I just go to Wyland. Hey, Wyland, we're going to have to try the move.
The what exactly?
The move, Captain. Are you sure that we should try the move?
Yeah.
Now, you remember what happened last time we tried the move?
Yes, I remember.
Do you? Because I remember what happened the last time we tried the move.
Do you remember? Yeah, of course you remember, because I programmed the memory into you. You weren't even around.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the last time that we did the move, everything.
Listen, the last time we did the move, you were like a nascent little
Fine, we'll do
hard drive. What?
What?
Huh? we got to try something, okay?
Wait, can you send one of your little machines closer to the thing to get a better look at it and report back to us?
Yes, but we gotta get out of the way of this thing. I don't hate that idea. All right, listen, Wyland, send one of the mosquitoes over there, see if they can get a better look.
Maybe send a few mosquitoes just in case one doesn't make it.
Hey, those things are not cheap, okay? Hey, you wanna send your mosquitoes?
I don't have any.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. These are my mosquitoes.
Aye, Captain.
Yes.
Now, you did last episode roll a 20.
Sure did.
On nature for shadow dragons. So let me tell you a little bit about what you know about shadow dragons. Shadow dragons are not necessarily evil.
Oh.
Okay? They are neutral, but they are deeply mysterious. They are hyper intelligent. Like super intelligent, superior intelligence to most human beings. They are, of all the dragon types, by far the most magical. In fact, shadow dragons are said to be born from the essence of Jaka himself, the god of night and magic. Maybe Jaka's riding that thing.
Do they understand any kind of language or anything?
Oh yeah. In fact, I would say they understand every language.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking, they are known for, there are many stories that have been told about shadow dragons. They're known for granting wishes to foolish humans and having those wishes have a monkey paw style effect that is not necessarily evil in nature, but often plays to the shadow dragon's benefit in ways that the human being wouldn't understand. And they're like the ultimate tricksters. They're also like the ultimate chess players. They're always like 7 steps ahead of whoever is their opponent.
So Ticket could be also writing it back.
I mean, any god could technically be riding its back. If anything's riding a dragon, it would have to be a god. Or riding this particular kind of dragon, if it's truly an ancient shadow dragon.
You keep saying that, if
If it's truly, I know. I relay
remember,
that
she
information.
can't see it. This was her best estimate at what something from that distance, given the information that she has, would be. That, it could get here and it's just a big flock of ravens in a kind of a, weird configuration. Really dark
Flying in a
ravens.
weird dragon shape.
Yeah, exactly.
So we send a scout out,
All right.
and then we prepare for the move in case that's necessary.
All right. Now, how's the mosquito going to get back here?
Fly?
I know, but
Fast.
you're going at top speed to try and outrun this thing. I don't know the mosquito's faster.
I
than the
think
ship.
we are recognizing that running away is not
Okay.
going to be an option.
All right, so you slow down.
Besides, the move requires us starting
Of
standing
course
still.
it does.
Obviously, come on, don't you know this, Wyland?
Huh?
Don't you know this, Wyland? The move starts with
yes.
us standing still.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've done the move.
Okay.
I was the one who.
Why
Don't you
did
blow
we
it.
stop?
Yeah. So comes back in. Tells tells why, because you can't really speak to these things. Tells fake Wyland that it looks to be a large dragon as black as night.
I'm gonna go and tell everyone else. Hey, let's get up to the deck. Things are happening, and fill them in on the way up, so that everyone is here and aware.
Okay.
When is it going to stop?
Do
Most of
ancient
that.
dragons make You said ancient dragons make wagers with people.
I mean, maybe you're just going in the same direction this thing is going.
Since I'm familiar with Jakar, more so than most, would I know anything more about shadow dragons that
I
hasn't
mean, if
already
you
been
can
said?
roll more than a 20,
All right, so I'm not even going to try. It's,
yeah.
What do we do?
I think we entreat with the dragon, and then if all things go to hell, then brace for what we need to do.
Finally, my specialty. And she's pulling up her gold sparkly gloves and straightening her hat.
What's in the area? Are we just in an open area, or are there?
We're over the desert.
We're
over the
actually
desert?
technically over a lake right now.
We're over a
You're over
lake?
Bird Lake.
So nowhere really to land except the water. Nowhere really to land except the water.
Well, I mean that's ideal.
Yeah.
Because
we're at Bird
you're
Lake.
not in any city large enough to have a sky dock. So,
Right.
what's the name
But
of the
also
city?
nowhere to
The
hide.
barrows.
The barrows.
Yeah. So the Barrows is the.
I suppose if we're going to get in a fight with a dragon, being over a lake is better than not.
In fact, you know that you just crossed past the Barrows because all of a sudden it becomes about 3 shades darker. So the city of the Barrows, so the Sands of Midnight, which is the desert that Mirage sits in, is magically always at a state of dusk. Even with the high sun is out, the desert never truly gets the full strength of the sun. And the Barrows is built on that guideline. Half of the city of the Barrows is in the light, and half of the city of the Barrows is in the dusk. So you've just passed over the dusk line, and the city of Barrows is right beneath you, and Bird Lake is also there.
Do we think we might find some safety, within the confines of the city or around the city?
Potentially.
I mean, the last time we were in a city, it didn't go
Yeah.
like super great.
I
So
don't know that we want to
This
leave
is a
one.
much
cities.
and this is a much smaller city. This is a much smaller city.
We could fly down and land the ship like we're a regular ship and just mix in with everyone else. They never see us.
Other boats?
All the other boats.
Just like zebra do, they just hide up against
Captain
their fluff.
Daggerface, did you see through your scope thing anyone on the dragon? Anything on the dragon, or is it just the dragon itself?
No, I looked and then I was like, is there a rider on the dragon? And then someone laughed at me. So that
was
is
me.
as much as I know.
That was already addressed.
That
was?
was Eelynn.
Okay, so there's no rider on the dragon.
it's too far
Well, we
away
also
to tell.
don't know.
Only,
are there
only,
other-
only gods can.
Only gods can.
Well, anything on the dragon, nobody can see anything.
No.
So, yeah, and shadow dragons are almost so dark that they don't reflect light at all. So it's again like looking at a shadow.
So
That's why they
in-
call them shadow dragons.
Look,
In the air, a dragon would have advantage.
Yes.
Am I correct?
I don't think we can
Well, an
fight
ancient
we're not-
dragon would have advantage in the air, on the sea, in the sand,
Yeah, I
and
don't think,
on the rock. Yeah, so, yeah.
My ship is probably best served in the air, I'm guessing. It's built to be an
It
airship.
depends on what you're trying to do with
know
it.
about shadow dragons in
Well,
general?
we told
No.
everybody, yeah?
She knows all about. She knows all about shadow dragons.
Did
In
she
fact,
share
she wrote a paper on him apparently.
Okay,
in-
did you
in-
I did, yeah.
Did you
studied-
share that with us?
I shared
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
well, shadow dragons are what you say. They're not
Neutral.
necessarily evil. They're known to be neutral.
True.
Is it? I mean, it's a high risk, of course. But if we can't outrun it, and we can't beat it, I mean, is there a way to negotiate or?
That's what I'm trying to say. You all are strong and smart and good at cool stuff and shooting arrows sometimes. But my strength is diplomacy. If we're going to entreat, we need a plan. Do we want to trick it? Do we want to tell it the truth?
We don't even know what's coming after us. We're all just a little bit paranoid because of everything that's going on.
Is the
think we have
ship
good
is the ship
reason.
stationary?
If Wyland has started the process of the move, of course, then he's probably anchored, starting to anchor the ship.
So then it's gotten close enough that you have to decide right now whether you're going to encounter this in the air or on the lake.
I would like to be on the ground this time, if possible.
You mean the water?
The water.
It's better than being up in the air.
Is it?
Yes.
We will have less maneuverability in the water.
If it's trying to attack us, it
It's
doesn't
gone.
matter
I
where
don't
we
think
are.
it matters. And if we want to try the move, then we got to be in the air. That's right. We got to be in the air, Island, for the move.
What's this move you talking about?
Yeah, it's an experimental evasive maneuver.
Experimental.
Experimental. At least you've done it before.
We've attempted many attempts.
Oh, no, I knew
Are you saying you have a
It
concept
went
of an
incredibly
attempt?
poorly.
I think we
No,
should
there
go.
was one time that I was like super close, and I think that with you guys,
How
maybe
about
we'll
we
go
get quite low over the water
That's what I'm
and
saying.
still in
Yes.
the air?
Yeah, I agree with
Is
that.
everyone okay
Yes.
with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
As long as we're
right.
high enough for this move.
Speaking in the water.
bring us down
So-
within diving distance, Wyland.
Aye, Captain.
Can I ask that we tie some ropes to the deck just to have things to hold on to if we need to?
Oh, there was always ropes on the deck.
Right, just, you know.
And can everyone swim?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Everyone can try.
Yeah.
I spent a
All
lot
right.
of time on the
So,
water as a
You
kid.
lower down to about
hover?
how many feet do you want to be above the water?
Let's say about 15 feet above the water. And I
15
whisper to Wyland, like, get the escape pod ready.
Aye, Captain.
That's the real move right there.
I didn't say anything. You guys are fine. Let's go.
And I come up and I say, I feel so good to be in the trusted hands of such a good man.
Of course, yes.
And then I come and rub your face again.
Okay,
And walk
that's-
away with confidence that we
Don't you have a guide?
All right, the shadow dragon, because as it gets closer, it is unmistakably a shadow dragon. It's probably ancient because it's the largest creature any of you have ever seen. Its wingspan is at least 250 feet. It is enormous. It moves over the ship and past it and alights on the far shore of the lake, watching you.
The what?
It alights and lands on the far shore of the lake, opposite you, with the sands of midnight at its back, watching you,
Just watching us.
just watching.
By Jakar.
Gosh.
I've never
May
seen
I
anything
attempt
like that.
to negotiate?
Having all my history that you know about, would I have ever encountered
You've
this?
never actually
I've never
encountered an ancient dragon, because
Okay.
that's how rare they are, let alone a shadow dragon, which is the rarest dragon.
Okay.
Could I entreat it? Because this is, I get advantage
Honestly,
on all
I'm with
diplomacy.
you. I think at this point, it's now tipped past, oh my God, I'm so scared, to like, this is kind of cool. Well, like, what was the last time you ever saw an ancient shadow dragon? When's the next time you ever will?
If it
Maybe the
wanted-
last thing we ever see.
If it wanted to kill us at this point, it would have.
Bingo.
So let's
Said the
talk,
person who
alright.
died the very next moment.
I'm going to cast prestidigitation on my voice again to magnify it.
You wouldn't be, even with magnification, you're too far away to have a conversation with it right now because it is literally miles from you.
Oh.
It's at least, I mean, Bird Lake is one of the largest lakes in the entire continent. Even at the thin part, you're probably looking at, it's probably 7 or 8 miles from here.
Now, when it flew past us, did it give us like the stink eye or anything? Like, is there
Yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
we
Seems
could
to be
kind of
inviting
surmise?
us
What
at
was
the-
particularly eerie about it is 1, it cast no shadow.
Yeah. Oh.
2,
okay.
it was silent.
Yeah.
Betrays its name.
And 3,
It is the shadow.
there was no wake. It was as if it was an illusion.
Wow. Okay. And are there any other ships or anybody else around that we see?
Yeah, there are other ships like this is a
working
lake. Yeah,
Eelynn,
this is a giant lake. This is almost an inland sea.
Okay.
Eelynn, do shadow dragons have a shadow?
Don't cast.
I should know this because I did my paper.
No, they do not.
Okay. So it's not implying it is
No, in
an
fact,
illusion.
in fact, all 3 of those things are qualities of shadow dragons.
Yeah.
They don't cast their own shadow because they are shadow.
Does it ruin the move if we go closer?
I think no. I think we'll be fine.
And there is actually a move. It's a real.
Oh, there's a move. Yeah.
Why don't we
It
inch
involves
slowly?
blowing up the engine. Is that?
Well, yeah.
I mean, generally, that's what's happened every time we tried
Blow
it.
up the engine.
Wait,
but
that's
if we
part
save
of the
ourselves,
move?
so
So it's like a big eject button.
yes, in a manner of speaking.
Cool.
There is ejection that happens. Yeah, for sure.
Intentional
you sick
ejection.
Does it require
not in that
staffs?
way.
All right.
Okay, there is no move.
Yeah, no, we all have the move.
Guys,
There is
The move is very similar to the waiting list.
there's a move. It's a very dangerous. No.
Very similar to that rich.
So should we go
Customer,
close
yeah.
to the dragon, or should we just
Yes.
mind our business and keep going the way we're supposed to be going? It's
You
not
mean
messing with
in the
us.
direction of the dragon? Yes.
Perhaps we mind our business and go a slight out of the way and see how it reacts.
Let's see if it lets us
Exactly.
pass if we don't go right at it.
Okay.
It
I
looks
don't
like
know.
it wants to have a conversation.
I think so too.
I say we engage in
God.
conversation.
Right.
Which is the first time he has ever suggested that ever. And I think we should encourage it.
Given that, yes.
That's very true.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
think
But
the
as we
emotional
move
support is-
closer to the dragon, I move closer to Teal.
As do I.
As do I.
I moved to the edge of the ship. I'm ready
So
to
yeah, listen.
Here's the thing. I'm also going to be next to you with this. I know I don't look at. I am actually pretty good at this kind of thing. So
And Nyx is up front as well, just because she's mystified by this creature. She's just like, I just want to be close to it and see it.
Now.
I lean over and give Teal a good kiss.
Oh.
Just in case things go down, I want to help him out a bit.
Is it a magical kiss?
Sure, it's
Yeah,
weird how
I
you
might
was
die
standing
too.
right next to me, so that felt like you were leaning in and then...
I
I
go
lean
past my
over
sister
and I
sister.
give Teal a kiss as well. Because I think that must be the custom.
Wow, you guys
Was
are a
it more
cozy
magical
group.
than the kiss before?
And yeah,
That gave it, yeah.
You know, it was a hike through the wilderness and some campfires that really bonded us.
totally. Yeah, some serious trauma bonding. Okay, listen, death comes to us all at some point or another. So
Oh, I meant the naked
let's
fire
head. And
death.
so I just head straight towards,
Yeah.
a course straight towards the dragon.
Slowly though, right?
Yeah, don't
Yes,
scare
we'll
it.
approach with
Not
some
aggressive.
aggressive.
Yes.
I'm not trying to ram the
Ramming
dragon.
speed, yeah.
Maybe a slight zigzag is the way to
Yeah.
approach nicely.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, you make your way up to the dragon. Dragon seems immoving, almost as if it was just a painted figurine in the distance. From the other thing about shadow dragons is, unless they're moving, they look almost two-dimensional. They literally look like a shadow on a wall. When they start to move, then you start to see the 3 dimensions. So right now it looks completely 2-dimensional. It is still as a stone.
That's not even real.
If there's a greeting that Jakaians say to one another, Nyx would initially just say it to him.
Well, we haven't gotten quite up to it yet.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
The closer you get to it, the more the immense size of this thing really starts to.
Can I just shout down to a ship that we passed and be like, "Ho there! Yeah. Ho there! Fellow friendly fisherman." Yes? Do you see the same dragon that we see over there? You see a dragon over there?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, you see it. Okay, I just want to make sure you see it. That's all. And
It's freaking me out.
you've never seen this before?
Never.
Okay. And you're a local to this place, not some visitor doing some Airbnb situation.
No, I just brought my boat out for a nice time on the town from another town. Yes, I'm local.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sail that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he's going away. Yeah.
Is the sand at its
Apparently, I
feet?
gave him the exact same accent.
They're from the same town.
From Tyr. Oh, yeah. We do that. Let's go, wild birds. Yes, it's our city team, of course.
It's canon right here now.
Yes, Canon, the Tyr wild bird.
Is the sand at its feet displaced?
Well, no.
I don't know what that was.
You want to ask her about that?
What do I know?
Yeah. Is it weird that the sand at its feet isn't displaced?
Shadow dragons have no weight.
Shadow dragons have no weight.
Well, that would explain that then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I was being clever.
Yeah. That was a good question, though.
Thanks.
All right. So you go up, definitely. You're within, let's say, 100 feet of the thing. So it's now towering over you. If it cast a shadow, it would cast it over you, but it just looks like you you're just in front of a big plane of black, like an empty television screen without any shine to it.
Has it made any moves as we've approached, or has it stayed stationary?
Hasn't
Is
moved
there a
an
greeting
inch.
of Jakar that I can say to him?
I mean, sure.
Excellent.
By Jakar, we greet you. Hello.
All of a sudden it animates and the head kind of comes down, and all of a sudden you do see a 3-dimensional creature, and the head snakes downward, serpentine, and the head is now even with the ship. The head of the dragon is probably just slightly smaller than the ship itself. And you can see its 2 eyes kind of looking. And it's hard to tell who the 2 eyes are looking at.
What is it you seek?
Are you hungry? Please tell me you're not hungry.
Don't ask that. Don't make it think about its stomach.
Yes.
Did someone send you?
No one sends me.
It says.
Have the recent events in Tyr been to your liking or your displeasure?
I think the recent events in Tyr are to everyone's displeasure.
Then we stand on the same side. Perhaps we could assist.
My side is unique. I do not believe anyone stands on my side but me.
So hold there. Why you follow us? Let's get to the point, dragon.
That's not how you talk to an ancient beast.
He said shifts slightly.
You are an arrogant little creature if you think that I was following you.
Ooh. Burn. Oh, sorry.
Then why haven't you...
We tried to move away from you, and you kept your sights set on us. I'm no fool.
I kept your sights set on something and someone, but not you.
Why have you stopped? Is it for him?
No.
Hey.
For the first time!
Should
What
we
about someone else?
just go then?
Yeah, may we pass?
Who your eyes set on?
You.
He says to Fellig.
Okay, thank God. Sorry, Mr. Dragon. You want Fellig. Thank you.
Take him!
Wow!
Diplomacy done!
Chansey, get over here, Chance! Come on!
No, sister, we will not be offering Fellig to the dragon.
No, that's right, that's right.
He's one of us. He might be more quiet, but he is one of us. We're not offering him to the dragon.
He was only a jest. The dragon surely has a sense of humor.
I do not.
Oh, noted.
Nor do I.
No, I knew that.
What do you want with Fellig?
What is it that you want?
You have a purpose. A purpose that I have interest in. A purpose that you do not understand yet.
You're saying that I don't understand my purpose?
Yes,
But you understand my purpose.
I understand all, little one.
Then please, enlighten me, enlighten all of us. What is my purpose?
To tell you would taint the actions that I need you to take. However, I will not allow you to get to Mirage unless you make a detour first.
I assume this has to do with my purpose that you speak of.
You will not understand it, but yes. But
here's where you're wrong. I do know my purpose.
Whoa.
Fellig, be respectful.
I am.
Ancient shadow dragon.
Respect earns respect. I do know my purpose. And if what you are saying aligns with my purpose, then I am willing to hear it.
You think the dragon smiles, but it's hard to tell because it's a dragon.
And he has no sense of humor.
Yeah.
He lifts a hand up and flicks like this. And a scale falls from his hand and alights down onto the deck.
Do you want to pick it
come
up,
on,
Fellig?
we just swapped
or-
A scale?
A scale,
A dragon scale?
a dragon scale.
I think it's
Is there
you.
anything discernible about this scale, or it's just
Looks dark as night, looks like a shadow itself.
What is this?
directions.
And so I pick up the scale. Is it something I can
It's
carry?
very weird because it has no weight to it.
Right.
You can feel that it's physically there, and when it moves, you can see that it's a three-dimensional object. If it stops moving, it just looks like a two-dimensional black. It's one of these weirdest objects you've ever held. When you're holding it, you feel like you are drawn to someplace.
What is this magic?
It is simply a scale. But a flick of my skin that I give to you.
As a gift?
As a directive.
And if I do not listen?
Then you will have no purpose.
To be clear, we will listen to you. Effectively, I think we should
Do we have time to go on a whole nother mission?
We have now 16 days. So
we have more time to do that than if we get stomped by an ancient shadow dragon. So
well,
in that sense, yes.
So we have a choice.
You said you would stop us from going to Mirage. Would you stop us from going anywhere else?
I won't stop you from going to Mirage.
Oh.
But you will not make it to Mirage.
Oh. But would we make it to anywhere else?
No debate.
There are forces that know where you are going, that will try and stop you. If you follow my directive, and if this one tries to fulfill his purpose, I will blind their eyes to yours. They will not see you, nor will anyone in Mirage, for that matter. It is the only way you can get to an infinity world.
No.
Eelynn, is there something like when a shadow dragon says something, it has to be true, or can they lie?
Shadow dragons can lie. Shadow dragons can do pretty much whatever they want. But they are magic. They are the essence of magic. And they are literally part of the essence of Jakka. So if anybody could hide you from the forces in Mirage, but remember, she told you the Infinity Well is not something they're just going to let you walk up to. However, if they don't know you're there, and very powerful magic, the magic of the equivalent of a god, is helping you, well, then maybe that will make that easier.
How big is this scale? Like, are we talking?
It's only about this big.
Okay, so it's something that I can put on
It's
my
like
person.
it's like a small plate,
And so when you say that
and it has no weight.
When I get this sense, like it points me in a direction, like north, south, east,
You
west.
feel compelled to go into a specific direction, yes.
Right.
Out into the desert, actually.
And if he completes his purpose, this is not granting a wish, correct?
You have no idea what's going on.
Do you have a name, kind dragon?
Yes.
Might we know it?
No.
Right.
Might he know it?
No. Names have power. The mere fact that I know your name gives me power over much of you. Too many people know your name.
He says to you.
Believe me, I know.
Yes.
I'm just going to call you Shadow. Is that it?
Okay, human.
What do you want to do, Fellig?
I know where we have to go.
Where?
That way.
So you'd like to change your flight?
Is there an extra charge?
Of course there is.
I guess we're changing our flight.
Yeah, sounds like we have a detour, yeah?
Wherever the scale takes us, I suppose.
Well, if this protects us to getting into Mirage, I think it's definitely worth.
Yes. We didn't know how we were going to succeed in that area anyway, so
A solution
like, way to go.
presented itself to us.
Anything we should know?
Yes.
Anything you're going to tell us?
No.
Right. Yeah.
Terengo,
Saw that one coming.
just Terengo, about our deal. What if instead of nickel and diming each night, we just share all our spoils with you and, well, you could be, you know.
Back-end profits so rarely pay out.
Sure. Yeah, I
But
hear
let's
that.
just say if you're in a bind, I'm willing to work with you.
Then look at it this way. Your dock that you owed money at's no more. You don't owe money anymore.
You're a free man.
Different tower.
That's the
Takes
way
us
I've
to
looked
the
at it.
Shadow Dragon in Jakkan. Will you grant us an emergency wish?
Oh,
in case
no.
we
I
need it?
wouldn't.
No.
We don't know what she's saying.
We
You don't
We
know
don't
what
know
I'm
what
saying.
she's saying.
You do not want one of my wishes, little one. It would do you much more harm than it would do me good.
All right.
Dragon?
That he says back to you in Jakan.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Is dragon better than shadow or worse? Anyway, ancient shadow dragon. Do you know whether my sister, our sister, Cerise, is still alive?
She is.
Really?
Yes.
I told you, sister.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more thing? What is your connection to my purpose? How does it serve you?
Once you realize your purpose, you will understand it. And you will understand why this serves my purpose. I am not trying to be vague. If you understood what I understand, you would know that the more that I told you, the more damage it would do to the task that I'm setting before you.
How do we know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
You don't.
I don't know that we have much choice.
You don't.
Dragon, you know whether people survive or don't survive. Do you know if Wyland, my friend Wyland, did he make it to the Black Gate?
Yes.
Thank you.
And your maneuver never would have worked.
You don't know everything.
I can't give you any more inspiration.
What did you say back?
I said I can't give him any more inspiration because that
No,
was
he said your maneuver never would have
your
worked.
maneuver never would have worked.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't hear it on this side. Yeah.
If we need help at any point, may we ask you?
This is the help, I would imagine.
No. This is the last. You will not see me for a very long time.
To be fair, we barely see you now, so.
In that time, you can tell he is smiling.
Shall we set sails then?
Take a picture with your staff.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone get on this side.
Just like to be
Just like a giant background.
Take a little selfie.
Come on.
Yeah, I do a quick selfie with the black background.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then later, that background is an ancient shadow dragon. Yeah, sure it is.
It's gonna be a really sad picture. Something shit goes down. So I'm
Except
happy to
there's
take it.
no shadow cast from it, so it's just like
Yeah,
complete
it's
sun
just-
washed
yeah,
out through it.
yeah.
Well, we hope to see you again a very long time from now.
Just a second, one at a time. Yeah.
Is there anything more I need?
Yes.
Don't ask that.
Things you will not provide.
You will find what you need if you take the right path.
Then I think that's what we have to do.
Is it gonna be scary wherever we're going for Fellig?
It doesn't matter. As long as it serves my purpose, that's all I need. And if in conjunction with that, it also serves your purpose, then I don't see a reason why we shouldn't do it.
Oh, we're definitely doing it.
Literally.
Yeah, we don't. There's no choice.
Get you on the boat. Yeah.
Then set sail
Let's set sails. Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
for that direction.
Sir.
Well, it looks like I have a new navigator. So,
The head starts to retreat, and the dragon falls backward, and it becomes like a shadow on the ground, and the shadow retreats and disappears.
That was so cool.
I've never met an ancient black dragon before.
I was asking a lot of questions because I was just so excited about
Yeah,
the dragon.
you weren't scared at
let me know
all.
it
You
wasn't
weren't
really
scared at all. That was
It reminded me
amazing.
of like this one time, and I was like, wow.
And you were like, no, you don't know
It
everything.
was crazy.
And then Fellig was like, what purpose do I serve?
I was so, yeah.
I mean, how many ancient black dragons do you get to see on a daily basis?
Fire party?
So I guess you are leading the way. Do you want to? Is he the only? Are you the only one that can use this scale to tell us where to go, or should we give it to Wyland, see if he can navigate us? Or how do you want to do?
I will navigate.
Okay.
Can you investigate the scale a bit, see what it does?
Don't touch it.
I'm not touching it, I'm just saying.
Nobody.
Can you look at it some?
Okay, Wyland, go
I
where he
don't
tells
question these things for a very specific reason.
Is the scale meant to be a map of sorts?
There is no writing on it. There is nothing on it. It's just something I feel.
Okay, well, Fellig, you need to share with the group because if we're putting our lives at risk, then I need to know
Share
what we're
what? What do I need to share with
going
you?
up against. What is this person?
I have no idea.
You have some idea. Why is it
Everyone
coming after
here
you?
is on your side, Fellig. We all want to help you if we can.
We need
And
to be
just listen to me and do what I say. That's all the help I need at this point.
That's not what friends do.
We're not friends. You tried to feed me to a dragon.
It was a bit, because you're always mean.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
And you never will. Just go the direction I said. Leave it at that.
It's not invited to the campfire.
You heard the man. Let's go.
He has to tell us where to go.
No, I know. He
I
said
pointed in the direction
Wyland, did you not
multiple times.
Wyland, did you not pay attention to the direction that he was pointing? I mean, it was obvious he pointed that way. Come on, we gotta pay attention.
You want me to him? You want me to listen to him?
Yes, listen to him.
Why would
yes,
I
of course.
You want me?
Because
but you're
they
the
are
captain.
paying
Why
us
would I
what us-
listen? Oh my God! I can't
goodness,
believe you're doing
Morghan.
this to me.
I need to deprogram everything about you.
Didn't you program him to be
He
just
goes
like
over
a
to you.
friend?
What direction?
That direction.
That direction?
Straight on.
He takes your hand and he like, like.
Sorry,
All
it's the best I can do.
So he goes up, starts the ship up, and you start.
No, that direction.
Oh, sorry. What?
I
Just follow him. Just follow him.
Okay.
You can tell him quietly. He'll still listen.
Will he?
Yes.
All right. So. Yeah.
This goes on for 2 hours.
Yes, this goes on for what seems like an eternity.
It already has.
Yeah.
He already has one.
So you start out into the desert, and you're having to go much slower than you would normally. Like if you were just going to Mirage, it would just be quick sailing. But this is a little slower because
Sometimes the feeling changes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
So it just
and
kind of like,
it's a little capricious. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be like in like a straight line. It's kind of an odd. You're following something, but it's hard to determine what exactly you're following. Make a history check.
Okay.
And one of your special ones.
Okay. 12. Plus. Sorry. 14.
So you can keep this to yourself, and I'll tell them, but there's no reason to share this with them to try and explain why you would know this. He's following an ancient river. An ancient river that isn't there anymore. But you realize about halfway through, he's tracing the direct route of an ancient river, which is one of the reasons why it's zigging and zagging and moving in such an odd way. So
That's cool.
yeah. A river, by the way, that hasn't been here for at least 1,000 years.
Yeah. Is that foreboding in any way? Like, does that?
Not necessarily,
Like
but
nervous
it's
or
curious.
just
It's
curious,
an odd thing
Okay.
that he's following this ancient river.
I feel like I would just share that. I would share that. I mean, I think I would share that.
You may. I'm just saying you don't have to.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Right. Yeah, I think I would.
You say 1,000 years ago?
1,000 years ago, yeah, that's it.
At least.
At least 1,000 years ago. Well, that might line up with our timeline that we're dealing with.
Yeah, just in case it's helpful. I figure at this point,
Appreciate it.
you should know.
Is it going to be night, and are we going to have a long rest?
Did you cast any spells?
No.
We had a long rest.
I've got 6 identifies and 1 fumble proof. Who wants some?
So hold on to that because it isn't going to be quite night yet. You do go for about 6 hours, and I started it at like dawn. So really, this is just barely midday. The one nice thing about the Sands of Midnight is that it doesn't get that hot here because you are in the light that you would normally be within dusk. So it's like that. It's perfect for filming because it's constant golden hour.
Yeah. Should we get another photos that you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. But after about 6 hours of weaving through, you suddenly, Fellig, the direction goes from there to there.
Stop.
And now a little bit back.
Back up.
You heard the man.
Beep, beep.
all the mechs making the beeping sound.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make beeping sounds.
This is it.
So this just looks like sand.
Should I drop anchor?
I think we should land.
All right. Begin landing.
All right, so he goes low enough. I mean, you're already fairly low. So he goes low enough that sure enough, you can drop anchor. You actually have a special type of anchor for these ships that's basically like a ballista that's fired into the ground.
Yeah. Oh, guys, this is gonna be cool. You're gonna want to watch this. Okay, all right. Like this is like good stuff. Yeah.
So it's fired into the ground. I don't know if it's going to hold as well as it would because it's sand, as well as would in regular land, but it seems like it plunks in there pretty hard. You have, ropes and ladders that can kind of lead down because you're still about 20 feet off the ground.
Where are we?
Yeah, would I know?
Well, on the map, you're about where the of is in the Sands of Midnight.
Oh, okay.
The of?
Where?
Of.
Oh, the of.
Can we see Mirage in the distance?
No, obviously Mirage isn't to scale there. Mirage would be, what would that be?
Under the sand.
Like 50 miles wide. That just indicates kind of where Mirage is.
Cool.
So there's no like landmark or anything around. It just seems like plain old desert.
I mean, yeah. And it still seems to indicate that it's down.
Someone asked Fellig what we should do.
Fellig, what we should do.
I don't know. I just feel like this is the spot.
Are we looking for
And it didn't
something?
say it's the spot. It said it's down.
Are we looking for something?
Doesn't somebody have the ability to move
We
the
can.
earth?
Oh.
Move the earth. What do you mean?
No, that was the last campaign.
What did you say?
Thank you for that.
I said, no, that was the last campaign.
That was another guest star.
Somebody had the ability to move the earth? No, that was the last campaign.
And I was about to be like, oh yeah, wait, no, I can't.
That was Teal and Eelynn this morning.
We're moving more than
it's,
just the earth.
it's a feeling of down, meaning shovel.
You don't have any way to manipulate Earth?
Suppose we can.
Get down on the ground.
Yeah.
Wait. One thought.
What?
I could drop a mech down there and see
I don't.
if anything
need Fellig
goes.
to
Well, I mean,
What if there's a giant sand monster that comes up out of the sand?
Why would in all honesty, why would the dragon send us here just to be consumed by a worm? If it wanted us dead, it could easily
Maybe we
have
have
killed
to
us.
fight it.
Maybe that's
If
my
that doesn't
purpose.
know.
Well, then
Move 10 feet of sand.
Potentially.
We need
Yeah.
to fulfill it.
Down you go.
Over the side, and I fall down to the sand.
If we go to Mirage and we're happily ever after.
This may be rather extreme, but I could cast Thunder Wave on the spot, and it would move
Well,
10 to
let's see what
15 feet of sand
it's
right
like
out
down
of
there
the way.
first before we cast anything crazy.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But first, step on it.
Step on the ground, see what.
We should check for traps
So
first.
it-
Yes, of course.
Check for
I'm
traps.
growing
Always check for
impatient. I do step to the edge, and I just literally jump down to the sand.
Nice.
yeah, I mean, you jump right into sand.
Can I check for traps?
It is, can you check for traps? Sure.
You just jump into the sand.
Yes. Tired of waiting.
So
Do I get any kind of anything?
Perception.
Oh, whatever. I mean, basically, you're just making a perception check.
Oh, damn it.
You don't have thieves' tools or anything.
Minus
and-
14.
I mean, what are you?
I mean, you don't see that the sand itself
the
is
sand?
trapped in
Yeah.
any way.
It might be quicksand.
That's-
That is
Thank
a
you.
possible thing.
That is
Thank
true.
you.
Quicksand is
That's
a
what I
wet
was thinking.
kind
But
of thing.
checking it from a distance would be hard.
Yes.
Yes.
No, it seems to be normal sand.
Okay. What do you see, Fellig?
We're like right above. We're like at the ground, right? Or are we like 30
Yeah,
feet
I
up or
mean,
something?
I think
feet
he's on the
jumps
ground.
down. So
Yeah.
He
Oh,
jumped down, so
I think I'm going to go down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same.
Okay, I guess I'm going to.
Let's
Same.
all jump down.
Anyone staying? No.
Well, I don't know.
With the ship coming?
The captain.
It's up to you.
I throw down a bunch of shovels. It said down.
All right,
now
use
that
your
now
purpose
that your
detector.
mechanicals might be able to help shoveling.
Okay, great. Yeah, okay.
So, does it get more specific other than down?
No, just down. I feel down.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
so
man.
Tell you a joke. Sorry.
so yeah, the mechanicals start digging. You want to do a thunder wave?
If,
Do it.
with your permission.
Do it.
Na 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 na.
All right. So
I'll move the mechs out of the way.
well, no, I might want to cast it on them. All right. So I cast Thunder Wave directly in the spot, directly down.
So thunder wave certainly explosively moves a good section of sand away. Maybe a good 15 feet. We'll say 15 feet down. We'll give thunder wave a little bit of extra oomph for the use for cinematic purposes.
Excavation.
For excavation purposes with sand only.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
That would be
A lot.
26.
Wow.
So when thunder wave blows apart all the sand, just for a moment, you think you see a hard edge before some sand just kind of fills in a little bit.
Dig right there.
All right, so you
And the mechs just
mechs
go to-
in there. It's just the mechs digging, or
I
Use your
think-
mage hand to dig.
yeah.
you just mage hand.
Oh yeah, I got a mage hand. Yeah.
Yeah, you've made
Wait, let's see if I can
So-
mage hand.
So
Are you gonna use it?
I do want to ask
I
a question.
prestidigitate sand away. It looks like I'm
Terengo.
moving sand, but I'm not.
You said that this was an ancient river. Was this on a map? How do you know this information?
Just, as a world traveler and a follower of Bender, we would know such things about the world. And this was a, long, in some ways forgotten, ancient river.
And there was no information about this particular spot as opposed to others.
Well, there was.
roll your history. Roll history.
Yeah, okay. And I'll roll it since it's my history. 16.
16. I mean, there were definite. So before the sands really, the sand, this desert didn't used to be nearly as large as it is. Over time, the magic that infused this land killed off a lot of the natural flora. So because it's like a oversaturation of magic sickness that took over the land to a certain extent. So the desert started to become larger and larger. But there were numerous small cities along the way and trading posts and a variety of things when this river was a live river. It was like, think of it like the Nile. It was used for trading purposes, and it flowed all the way to the city of Mirage back in the day. Before the city of Mirage, this was way before the city of Mirage was moved. That was something that happened, again, during the Gods' War. For protective purposes, they made the city of Mirage so that during the day, it was under the sands and protected it, basically. Because
Ironic
nobody
they
would
already
want
have
to
the name.
attack the city of Mirage at nighttime.
Is this just like a port in along the river, or is this a specific one that I would know?
It could be. I mean, it's not like a famous port that you're like, oh yeah, this place.
Right.
But I mean, there certainly could be things here.
Yes. All of that.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, a structure starts to be uncovered.
Are we going to need a staff with an emblem on the
With
top?
an emblem, but you've got to be in make sure that you're in the
Just
right
at the
room.
right time.
Because if the staff isn't the right height, they're going to dig in the wrong place. So, slowly but surely, over the next couple hours, this roof becomes more and more uncovered until you finally get to a door.
A door?
Oh. A door.
Like a trap door?
Like a
dory door.
Looks like a door, and a fairly old door that has been. The structure is made of a type of stone, a type of.
I checked for traps.
A type of white stone. Go ahead. So you get your thieves' tool bonus.
Yeah, sorry. 1 second.
okay.
19.
You do not see any traps on this door.
No traps.
We're just passengers along your ride, Fellig, if you do the honors.
So you, especially with prestidigitation and maybe a judicious create water, you can kind of get an idea of exactly where the door is, and the door does seem to have some kind of a locking mechanism to it, and it seems sealed, tight as a drum.
May I use my thieves' tools to pick the lock?
You sure may.
Is that 6? 12.
12 won't do it.
Try again.
Is there any?
Nope, you
Is
can't.
there any information on the door, symbols, or anything like that?
There are 8 symbols on the door.
Okay.
I have an inspiration that I can use.
Yes, now that you can use.
Oh, that will do it. 17?
17, that'll open that door.
Okay. Nice.
What are the symbols?
Yeah, what are the symbols on the door?
Yeah,
It's open, it doesn't matter.
Before I open
Definitely
it.
don't go in here.
What's that?
Inspiration incoming.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice. You said there's 7 symbols?
8.
8 symbols. And I'll show you the symbols next week.
I was so ready to write it down.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. I know this was a slightly shorter episode, but if I opened that door, things were about to become a lot longer.
Yay!
So we will see you next time on Dungeon Call. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying this journey with us. Take care and see you next week.
Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.